The latest edition of the NFL Top 100 Players of 2026 has delivered another exciting round of rankings. And this time the spotlight is on players ranked from number 50 through number 43. Voted on by fellow NFL players, this annual list reflects the respect earned on the field rather than media opinions. One of the biggest talking points is seeing Joe Burrow fall out of the top 10 after an injury-shortened season. At the same time, several rising stars continue climbing the rankings, while proven veterans show they remain among the league's most valuable players. Let's break down why these 8 names have earned their place, and what their performances mean heading into the 2026 NFL season. Starting at number 50 is Derwin James Jr., who continues to prove that he is one of the most complete defensive players in football. While officially listed as a safety, his role goes far beyond one position. Throughout last season, he lined up at safety, linebacker, and even on the defensive line, giving his coaching staff incredible flexibility. His ability to rush the quarterback, cover receivers, and stop the run makes him one of the league's most versatile defenders. That all-around impact helped him earn another Pro Bowl selection and a major contract extension that made him the highest-paid safety in the NFL on an annual basis. Even as he enters his age 30 season, Derwin James Jr. continues to perform at an elite level and remains one of the most respected defensive leaders in the league. At number 49 is Joe Thuney, whose arrival transformed the offensive line for the Chicago Bears. After years of consistency, the veteran finally makes his debut in the NFL Top 100 following an outstanding season protecting his quarterback. He played nearly every offensive snap, allowed 0 sacks, and was recognized as one of the league's top interior offensive linemen. His pass protection helped stabilize one of the NFL's most improved defensive lines and played a major role in the Bears capturing the NFC North. With 4 Super Bowl championships already on his resume, Joe Thuney continues to demonstrate why experience, discipline, and consistency remain invaluable in today's NFL. Coming in at number 48 is Josh Hines-Allen, who once again proved to be the defensive engine for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He led the team in sacks, quarterback pressures, quarterback hits, and tackles for loss, creating problems for opposing offenses almost every week. His production stood well above every other pass rusher on the roster, showing just how important he is to Jacksonville's defensive success. While team results often attract the headlines, players know how difficult it is to consistently dominate from the edge, and that respect is clearly reflected in his place inside the top 50 for the second consecutive year. Number 47 belongs to one of the NFL's fastest rising young stars, Quinyon Mitchell of the Philadelphia Eagles. After finishing as a runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2024, he followed that impressive debut with another outstanding campaign. His coverage skills became one of the biggest strengths of Philadelphia's defense, helping the Eagles allow the fewest passing touchdowns in the league. Opposing quarterbacks repeatedly avoided throwing in his direction because of his ability to shut down receivers on the outside. Earning both Pro Bowl and All-Pro recognition in just his second NFL season shows how quickly Quinyon Mitchell has developed into one of football's elite cornerbacks, and many believe his best football is still ahead of him. At number 46, George Kittle continues to remind everyone why he remains one of the NFL's premier tight ends. Although an Achilles injury limited him to only 11 games last season, his impact whenever he was on the field remained undeniable. He finished near the top of the San Francisco 49ers in receptions and touchdown catches, while once again demonstrating outstanding blocking ability in both the running and passing game. Few tight ends combine physicality, athleticism, and leadership as effectively as George Kittle, and his teammates clearly continue to value everything he brings to the offense. Even after dealing with injury, this marks another year that he remains firmly among the league's top players. Checking in at number 45 is Zack Baun, whose remarkable rise continues with the Philadelphia Eagles. After playing a key role in one of the NFL's top defenses, he established himself as one of football's best off-ball linebackers. He led the Eagles comfortably in tackles, while also making major contributions in pass coverage and as a blitzer. His versatility perfectly fits the aggressive defensive philosophy that has helped Philadelphia remain among the league's elite. With back-to-back Pro Bowl selections now on his resume, Zack Baun has firmly established himself as one of the NFL's most dependable defensive playmakers. One of the biggest headlines in this section of the rankings comes at number 44, where Joe Burrow finds himself after an injury-shortened season. Despite missing significant time with turf toe, the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback still showed why he remains one of football's most respected leaders whenever he returned to the field. After coming back later in the season, he threw multiple touchdown passes in every remaining game and reached another major career milestone by becoming one of the fastest quarterbacks in NFL history to surpass both 20,000 passing yards and 150 touchdown passes. His fall outside the top 10 reflects the reality of missing games rather than any lack of talent. Fellow players clearly continue to believe that whenever Joe Burrow is healthy, he gives Cincinnati a chance to compete with anyone in the league. Closing out this group at number 43 is Chris Jones, who remains a defensive cornerstone of the Kansas City Chiefs. Although the Chiefs experienced a season that fell below their usual championship standards, Chris Jones once again proved why he is one of the NFL's most dangerous interior pass rushers. His ability to pressure quarterbacks from the middle of the defensive line remains among the very best in football, and his explosiveness off the snap continues to separate him from nearly every defensive tackle in the league. As Kansas City prepares for the new season, the leadership and production of Chris Jones will once again be central to the team's hopes of returning to championship contention. Looking at these 8 players together, one theme becomes very clear. The NFL continues to reward versatility, consistency, and impact. Veterans like George Kittle, Chris Jones, and Joe Thuney continue to perform at elite levels, while younger stars like Quinyon Mitchell and Zack Baun are rapidly becoming household names. Meanwhile, proven leaders such as Joe Burrow and Derwin James Jr. remind everyone that even after difficult seasons or injuries, respect across the league is earned through years of outstanding performance. As the countdown to the top 10 continues, the excitement will only grow. More of the NFL's biggest stars are still waiting to be revealed. And if these rankings are any indication, the race for individual greatness and team success in the 2026 season promises to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. The players have cast their votes. The rankings continue to unfold, and football fans now have another reason to look forward to what should be an unforgettable NFL season. The latest